Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Brigitte. And this is Molly. Look it! Look it, Molly! Look it! Look it! Happy Saturday. Yes, a good girl. Crazy girl. Happy Saturday. And clearing the throat. Before I came on here, I heard, you needn't worry.
Okay, last one.
Okay, y'all. We're changing locations. So, it feels like, let me adjust this so you can see me. It feels like there's kind of been distraction, okay? Because literally I just had to cut the video off, as you'll see. And now I have to switch spots. And now we're like, well, I was gonna say we're in the sun, but that was what I was trying to do. And look at the pretty flowers. I don't know if you can even see them, but come as you are. Just show up. Because so often, like, for me, I literally, this is my PJs and my crazy bedhead. Like, it's just like, show up. Come as you are, and all are welcome here. So much of the throat is going wild for me right now. Christ consciousness coming through to say that it's not about perfection. It's not about meeting some standard. You are the standard. You are perfect. You're perfectly imperfect. You're exactly as you're meant to be. You are exactly as you were created to be. Created in the image of God. The God spark within you is so beautiful and shines so bright. And there's definitely this, like, exhaustion energy of, like, kind of the hamster wheel and the rat race of constantly striving for more and striving to be better, and it's like self-improvement and like seeing like some kind of like handbook or like a manual where it's this perspective or mentality that everybody else has it figured out and they're like farther in life than you, they know more than you, they're doing it right and you're doing it wrong, or there's something you don't know but other people, like everybody else knows it, but you're just not in the know, you're not in the loop. And right before I came on here, which I said that in the end of that last clip, was you needn't worry. You needn't worry any longer, because this is your sign that all you need to do is show up. To just be, to be who you are. You don't need to keep running, and you don't need to keep changing. Like, change is the one thing that's constant in our world, in our lives. I mean, we're ever growing, ever changing. We're aging, the trees are always growing, and the grass is growing, and the wind is blowing, and the sun is setting, and the stars are shining, and we're moving. Movement is the one constant thing in our lives. That's one thing is we really have, there's been this kind of illusion of stagnancy. But that quite literally is physically being stagnant, because that feels like this cycle of, well, I was going to say, like, sticky, like, muddy, bloody. It's very the Nordic shamanic, and I'll tag Sonny the Witch on here. It's very much like this sticky energy where you feel kind of trapped. And we've been in this old system, in these old spaces, where it just doesn't serve us anymore. As as humanity, as the collective. And so much of this is Gaia calling us home to say, we don't need to do that cycle of doom and the pain cycle anymore. We don't need to keep going around in the rat race and doing what we know doesn't serve us. This is the shift and the rise in humanity where we get to slow down and soften and be who we are. And we don't need to worry. We don't need to worry anymore about how things look and how we're going to be perceived. And so much of this is because we're clearing the separation. I forgot to put my butterfly rings on. But follow your butterflies. Follow the serotonin. Follow the love that you are in this universe. Clearing the separation. Because you are me and I am you. And so much of this waterfall came to mind. It's like windfall of wealth and abundance. This very beautiful shift. It's a very beautiful time to be alive, where we're shifting and rising in the collective consciousness. And so much of this, again, is to say that you don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to know before you show up. It feels so much about like anxiety and of the unknowns, where it just reminds me of like I used to always feel like I had to have everything mapped out. Like, where's the bathroom of this restaurant before I even go? Or like, what's the menu? What's going on? I need the roadmap before I even get started on the path. Like, I need to know A to Z before I even take the first step. Like, this like very methodical, like a type A kind of perspective, mentality, where it's been for survival. 555 feels significant. Going through a very beautiful period of growth and change. This is your sign that it's safe to slow down. You don't need to keep running. And spirit, your higher self, your guides, the God spark within you is telling you that you don't need to worry. Because you didn't know how you'd get here, but you made it here anyway. And you did that just by breathing and taking it one breath and one step at a time. And this is your sign to go where you feel called. To trust your intuition and your gifts, your abilities. Because you're more than human. Divinely human. And, I was going to say Alexa, what the heck? I feel like my brain and my throat are not feeling connected at the moment. They're feeling like disconnected. Like I'm just thinking, like random shit's popping into my head, like opposite of what I was gonna say. But I was gonna say Lydia has said, and I'll tag her on here, my divine healer, that my girl, that we are 100% divine, 100% human, and even now it feels like this thing about the time where it's like, oh my god, I slowed down and I'm not talking 5 billion miles an hour, and then that feels like, oh, they're gonna click out, it's like you gotta keep that, hold the attention, like our attention spans are short and like very ADHD, like squirrel, just kind of like a squirrely energy. And this message and this energy is so much of the softening, the slowing down, and the realization that we don't need to keep running anymore. And our ancestors are like, yo, like this, it's just giving New York, like, buzzing around, busybody, like, just running, where everybody's crossing the street and it's not the sign to walk, and we're all in a hurry and we're speeding, we're late to work or whatever, and it's like, it really feels like this next period of time that we're really flowing into now, it feels like this softening of humanity in the collective. And speaking on that, slowing down in our speech, because so often we are literally talking 5 million miles an hour, feeling like if I don't hurry to get it all in, no one's gonna listen. Yeah, it's so much of like being heard. And this is your sign that you're meant to be heard. You're meant to be heard. Yeah, you're meant to be witnessed. You're meant to be seen. And this is very much a call to spiritual leadership. and being a healer, but this is in your own right, your very essence. I'm like tripping over my words because it feels like I have to say it right. It's like manifestation and like magic and witchcraft, the spell, where in the past so often it would just feel like, for me, when I started on this witch path, I really, it's like started, what does that even mean? I've always been a witch, you know, through every lifetime, every timeline, ancestrally. What even does it mean to be a witch? I mean, to me, it means to be a powerful creator. And, you know, but I believe we all are. But to walk the witch path, and specifically in society, I don't know, there's this like anchoring, but it feels like the anchoring was like rotten before. It was like down in this like rotten sea floor where every time it would kind of like try to pull the anchor up to get some, like, to move and not have the stagnancy, it would pull up the entire like ocean floor. Like I'm just seeing like all these like plants and like, I don't know, just it pulls up all of this muck and guck, and it like ruffles up all the sand, and the water gets all like, and you can't see, and it's like when one thing gets pulled up, the whole thing gets pulled up. And this to me is really symbolizing the old system, the old ways of being, and this call to come home to the ancient ways, to our ancestral ways, the call that our ancestral DNA is innately healing, and the body is innately healing and miraculous and knows what to do. And Lydia's been talking about this too, about miracles and creating space for miracles, creating the space that you are for the miracle that you are, to flow through you and to be exhibited and inhabited in this world, for you to inhabit the miracles that you are. And this, it just feels like random. This energy feels random, and it feels just like pulling up random things, like very clearing energy, cleansing, and and I just realized, like, what the heck, how am I even doing this? It's like, again, about the how, and like, with working with energy. I really believe that you're meant to work with energy, working in your own energy. You've been healing yourself, doing the shadow work, clearing out the muck and the guck, just like all the heavy and the dirty and the like density and the old roots. We don't talk about it. We don't talk about the density because it's rooted in shame. And the density is like, trigger warning, our traumas. It's rape. It's molestation. It's sexual fucking traumas. It's literally hate crimes and violence, and the war wound of living in a world of war and hatred and separation and violence. I mean, even ancestrally, you think back, it's giving the Vikings and very Nordic energy, where it's just like Viking raids and like and suicide. It's giving all just this old earth density that's non-truths of we've had to fight to survive. We've had to fight each other to survive. And this recognition of clearing that separation, because there is no one here but you, and that God flows through all that is, and this is your God spark. I gotta pause it. This is very interesting. We're gonna go inside. I didn't even mean to start it, but apparently it clicked on its own. I'm fascinated by this energy. I've never witnessed anything quite like this. We're gonna sit down. I gotta plug my computer in. This is very interesting, this energy, because, and now the lighting's all weird, but that's okay. It's like very much destruction, the destruction of the old, like dismantling of the old system. And I feel called to put my earbuds in. I don't know if that's gonna work. Okay, hold on, y'all. I gotta pause it again. Okay, y'all. I just felt like there was distraction going on. I felt like I need to get my earbuds going on. This is so interesting to me. This energy. This is like distraught is the word that's coming to mind. It feels what is this? It's like I feel like I need to be like a detective trying to really zoom in here and like identify like what is this? What's going on? We moved locations again. I love that it just started going on its own. It's just like giving the glitch in the matrix, and also this it just felt like things were tangly and frustrating. It's like distracting. It's like the old, this is your sign, your reminder that the old shit, one, we gotta clear the shit to make space for the new. Clear the old, make space for the new. And also, oh my god, brain fog. Like, you don't have to have it all figured out. You don't need to be perfect to show up. And also, this, it really feels like this sign of like, there's distractions. There's people within your life and spaces. And it feels like coworkers even of like, and this is not shade and shame and shit and blame. This is literally acknowledgement. This is for you to acknowledge, to look around in your life and the people that you're close with and like your environment and be like, let me take inventory here. Like, what is serving, what's not serving? Specifically within relationships and environments. And your sign that if it's not serving, get the hell out. Shift it, and not in a way of hatred, because that's literally the old system. This is exactly what I'm talking about. We're shifting the mindset and mentality where it's not about blaming someone or shaming someone, because again, what is this someone? 222. It's you. There is no separation. So really, in forgiving ourselves, we forgive all. And in healing ourselves, we heal all. In loving ourselves, we love all. Because all is you and all is one. And all is God. And that is your beautiful destiny, your God spark, the light within you. But it really feels like this call to take inventory and again, just this very like distracting. What is it? It's like brain fog. Like, I don't know. I keep thinking about my doctor too. This feels like an anxious habit. Your sign, I feel you're meant to get out. I feel you're meant to get out of your environment. You're meant to shift up your relationships because it's dismantling the old system. Oh my god. I was going to say like Lydia said, but literally I was about to say like Hecate. So that's hilarious. Lydia is Hecate. I'm Lydia and I'm Hecate. It's like it's like layered reality. Oh, this is so fascinating to me. But what was I even gonna say? Oh my god. This is wild. What the fuck? Clearing the old, clearing the shit, and looking at that's what I was gonna say. Lydia was saying, I almost said Hecate again. Hecate is coming through. Shit. Oh my god. What the hell? Being in the old, Yeah, and about miracles. Oh my god, wow, my brain. This is hilarious. And the shame's coming up because I'm like, oh shit, what's happening? And I'm trying to understand it. Like, trying to understand, trying to be in that old system, in that old space, old relations, old way of being, old mentalities, trying to shift it while in that still. And this is your sign that that's not the way. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, trust your intuition, trust yourself. You know where you're meant to go. You know where you're calling yourself. You know your heart. Follow your heart. I was going to say follow your mind. Trust your intuition, but also sometimes the mind is like trying to play tricks and it's trying to be like, oh, you're not doing enough. Oh, excuse me. Release. It's like you're not doing enough. You're meant to stay there and fix it or heal everybody, and like very much like giving the peacekeeper. And again, even right now, it's like it doesn't feel safe to speak up and to be in that old system. What it feels like is it's misaligned. It feels like two ships passing in the night. And it's like this message of the train, and it's like, are you going to get on? And this fear of like, oh my God, what if I miss the train? And the train is like where you're meant to, it's going to take you where you're meant to go. But it's your sign that you're literally like, I was just seeing like, you're on the platform, you're literally taking that step. And you're signed to take it. Like, this is something you've been working towards, and there's been fear about it. And it's been like elongated, it feels like. I was gonna say it's giving like orbit. What is that? It's like eclipse, but it's like this like curved. Oh, what's that song from Taylor where she says like it became a curve? Shit, what is that? Oh my God, my brain. I got ahead of the curve or whatever. Curve became a sphere. I don't know, something like that, where it's like your sign that you're meant to, it's shifting, and your sign that it's safe and it's time and it's ready. You're ready. You prepared yourself for this. This is your dreams and your dream reality, and it's abundant as fuck. We're going into this very, like, this is the 9 to 10 of cups timeline shift, and we are going into highly abundant, I was going to say time or territory. God damn, what's going on with the brain here? Let's pull this out. Let's open it. It's just so foggy. And it's like, hey, Katie, coming through with the fog to say, the fog is lifting and clarity's coming through. Clarity's coming in, the light prevails and will shine through and cut through like a knife. And again, I feel called to say about the shame and the shit, because so often it comes back to blame and like guilt, where we're blaming other people, we're blaming ourselves because there is no one but you, and also this guilt cycle of feeling like we need to remain in the old system or carry people from that old system and bring people with us, or like stay in this environment because we're helping or we want to help the people there, or again, there's family systems. And this is, the message is like, you're not meant to do that. You're not meant to carry everybody. And again, there is no one but you. By this prioritizing your peace, prioritizing your innate way of being and your freedom, your peace, your ease, your joy, follow your butterflies, your serotonin. This message has been all over the place, but I pray that it's gifted you some clarity. This has been very fascinating to watch this unfold. Expect the unexpected, but in really beautiful, miraculous ways. Allowing more for yourself, creating a space for that, getting rid of the old, going through your old things, cleansing your mind, your space, your body, your relationships, your ways of being and seeing and moving, and disrupting the old system and your sign that, you know, you deserve to feel safe right now. You deserve to be at ease and peace right now. You deserve to live the life of your dreams right now because you already are it and you're already there. And this is your sign that you're ready. It's time. It's like the timer went ding, it went off. And this is the universe calling you. You're ready to go. So pack your bags, get ready. This is big timeline shift, quantum shift. But it really feels like it's been rooted in fear before, and now we've like shifted that because we're trusting and allowing more. And trust yourself. Trust yourself. You know where you're going. You know where you're meant to go. And look inward if you feel confused about that. But essentially, you do know it's within your heart, within your mind. You hold the key. You are the key. And you are the timeline shift. You are the glitch in the matrix. And you are the most abundant timeline. And you are all of it. And you are it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you slay it down. You're so beautiful and brave. I feel called to tag becoming Kate the cat, my girl. I don't know. She just slays it down. It just made me think of her. You are it, you know, like this call to inner guidance as well. And like, trust yourself. Trust yourself. It really feels like you know where you want to go. You know who you desire to be because you already are it. And this call to say you've been clearing out that fear of taking the next step. And this is your time. This is your most abundant timeline. And be brave because you are. Every breath is brave. Thank you, Anna. Akashic Awakening. I tag all my girls always because, y'all, these are the beautiful divine beings that have saved my life and helped me to come home, who are me. I love you. And I really believe in amplifying each other's voices, and we rise together in the collective as humanity. So I love tagging all of my beautiful beings that have really supported me along the way. And I pray that I get to be that for you. And I thank you for being and sharing in this sacred moment with me in this sacred space. And I just wanted to say I'm really proud of you. And you deserve all the goodness in this world because you are it. Take your time. Remember where you started out, where you came from, and remember your worth. Remember that beautiful God spark within you, it emanates through you and radiates out into this world, and you make this world a better place, and just better by you existing here. And, you know, living simply, living in truth, living, it's like kind of clearing about materialism and consumerism, and very much this call about intentionality and trusting yourself, trusting your own innate wisdom. Trust yourself. You got this. Okay? I'm so proud of you. I love you so much. Follow and subscribe for more. Let me know how this has resonated for you. I love you so, so dearly, and I will see you next time. I love you. Love you, soul family.